And now, Series 10 can also alert you to a major health condition that impacts over 1 billion people worldwide: sleep apnea. It's a potentially serious condition where breathing stops repeatedly and causes disrupted sleep. Sleep plays such a vital role in our overall health and well-being, and people with sleep apnea can experience excessive daytime tiredness, have difficulties concentrating, and be more irritable. If left untreated, sleep apnea can also have significant consequences on your health, including increased risk of hypertension, type 2 diabetes, and cardiac issues. But one of the biggest challenges is that 80% of people with sleep apnea are undiagnosed, so they don't know they have the condition. To detect sleep apnea, Apple Watch uses the accelerometer to monitor a new metric during sleep called breathing disturbances. You can view your nightly values in the Health app, which can also help you understand the restfulness of your sleep. Every 30 days, Apple Watch will analyze your breathing disturbance data and notify you if it shows consistent signs of moderate to severe sleep apnea. As always, your data is secured in the Health app, which will tell you when sleep apnea may have occurred, and provide education on the importance of speaking with your healthcare provider.
Here we go. Most popular smartwatch in the world, helping to screen millions for undiagnosed sleep apnea. Whew. What a monumental moment for sleep apnea awareness. It truly is. And as you can tell, I am bloody excited about it. And not just because I'm smack bang right here in the middle of all this. I'm excited for those people who are going to get their lives back from the apnea leech who has been sucking the life out of them for so many years. I'm excited for those people who won't lose their lives to the apnea reaper. I'm excited for you, the person looking at me right now who's waking up each and every day feeling like shit and you have no idea why, and now you'll have a little friend tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey, this might be the reason why you're feeling so tired each and every day. Go and speak about it with your doctor. Very exciting news, and I'm so pumped to share it with you. So let's take a look at Apple's new sleep apnea screening feature on the Apple Watch. Now this is fascinating. Apple is using motion, little wrist movements to detect sleep apnea, and they do a similar thing with their sleep staging algorithm for their core, wake, deep, and REM sleep. And I've done a video on that. If you'd like to watch, click the link above. But put simply, people with sleep apnea are restless. They move a lot more during sleep because when you're struggling to breathe, you move a lot more. And there's a great example at the end of this video, if you want to stick around, with one of my mates with undiagnosed sleep apnea, what his motion looked like before treatment and after treatment. Really great video. So I suggest you stick around for that. And you can pick up that he has sleep apnea just from his sleep stages. Some people will laugh at me because I say that. If you've got severe sleep apnea, because you move so much during sleep, the Apple algorithm has a difficult time determining that you're asleep. It looks more like wake to their algorithm. So you end up with these great big blocks, well, lots of little blocks of wake periods. So even though you might go to bed and sleep 8 hours, if you look at your sleep stage charts, it says you've only been asleep for 4 hours. That's a dead giveaway that you'll likely have sleep apnea, all right? So if you don't want to wait around for this sleep apnea detection, go and sync up Apple Sleep now and check out your sleep stage data. Check out the end of this video. Now, the way Apple does this is with something known as machine learning. And you can think about that as teaching a computer to look for patterns. They're linking up specific motion patterns with breathing patterns. Right? This breathing pattern corresponds with this motion pattern. And if you give the machine a huge amount of sleep apnea data and motion data, accelerometer data, and you teach it, it learns and it gets smarter and it gets better at predicting these outcomes. And this is why their sleep stage algorithm is so good, because they've just got so much data. And so over time, these machine learning algorithms just get better and better and better. And then you can create AI models and do a whole bunch of stuff. And this is what's so exciting about sleep diagnostics right now. You can use your imagination. If you can find a link between sleep apnea and any other physiological change, whether it's, yep, yeah, mum's inside. No, she's inside. She's come home. She's come home. I'm trying to do a video, buddy. And this is what's so, fuck, man, I've lost my train of thought. So within the sleep category, inside Apple Health, this is where you also have your sleep stage information. This is where you'll have your nightly breathing disturbance data. And they're going to categorize this as being either elevated, a lot of breathing disturbances, or not elevated. And over a 30-day window, Apple will analyze the information. And if you're in that elevated zone for a lot of the time, then you'll receive an alert, a notification to say, hey, you might have sleep apnea, maybe go and speak about it with your doctor. And they'll also provide a PDF of up to 90 days of that breathing disturbance data and some more information apparently. So you can print that off, take it to your doctor and yeah, discuss it with them. And I'm going to make an assumption here, and that is the threshold where you cross over from not elevated to elevated. I think it's going to be 15 breathing disturbances per hour. So if you're under that, you'll be in the not elevated area. And if you're over that, whether it's 15, 16, 30, 50, then you'll be in the elevated zone. Like I said, that's just an assumption. I might be making an ass out of myself. I tend to do that. Now, before I wrap this up, there's a few important points I want to make. Number one, not receiving a notification does not mean you're in the clear. You might have mild sleep apnea, or Apple might have just got it wrong, all right? So just pay close attention to how you feel. Are you tired all the time? Do you struggle concentrating? Are you forgetful? Are you a heavy snorer? There are lots of warning signs, so just be mindful of how you feel. If you think you've got a problem, you probably do. So go and sit down with your doctor. And that brings us to number two. When you sit down with your doctor or specialist, whoever it is, whatever you do not let them send you for an in-lab sleep study in a hospital, in a clinic where you have to go sleep somewhere else and have all the wires all over you and a camera looking at you and then busting down the door every 30 minutes, fixing up wires. Don't let them do it. It is torture and you don't need to. The only reason these labs still exist is they're making too much money. They're making way too much money billing medical insurance, right? But these tests are going the way of the dinosaur. Mark my words, 5 years' time, they will be gone, right? And this is what you'll be wearing. This is what you'll be wearing. This is what you'll be wearing, all right? So don't let them do it. It's so easy these days to do a home sleep diagnostic test in the comfort of your own home, in the comfort of your own bed. And this is what you'll be wearing. Like seriously. Yeah. Sleep Image do this. Enzo Data, I think, do this, all right? We've got this ring on SleepHQ. It's incredible. The reports are so detailed. This is another great one. If you live down under, check out, what is it? cpap.com.au, CPAP Direct, Sleep Testing Services Australia. Fuck, what is it? Sleep Testing Australia. They use the Compumedics Somfit system. Here it is right here. I'll give you a demo in a moment. I use this all the time when I'm testing different sleep gear. So easy to use. Let me show you. So I won't prep my skin, but you just prep your skin with like a little alcohol wipe. You just connect it up here to your electrode. And it just presses on. And then you just peel it off, stick it to your forehead. Check it out. That's it. And you just open up the app, click Start Study, go to sleep, wake up, and I'll put a sample report in the description down below so you can check out just how much information you get. Really, really cool. And Sleep Testing Australia, CPAP Direct, also provide this gear to businesses. I think it might be only in Queensland or on the East Coast. Put some information in the description down below for you. Now, if you're in the US, you can check out my sponsor, sleeplay.com. They also do home sleep testing, and they use the WatchPat one. Here it is here, also pretty easy. You wear it like a watch. This goes on your finger here, and then you've got this little sensor here. So not a whole lot of gear, very easy to sleep with. That's also pretty cool. And if you want to check out some other cool technology, check out SleepImage. They're doing some crazy stuff, and also Enzo Data, who are also doing some great stuff with machine learning and AI. And for those tracking your blood oxygen levels, your CPAP data, your Apple Health data on SleepHQ.com, as soon as this new breathing disturbance index information is available, we'll sync it in so you can track it alongside all your other data. Now, for those of you watching with untreated sleep apnea, perhaps you've tried CPAP before and given up for whatever reason, pay close attention right now, because these results here are incredible, and hopefully they encourage you to get back on the mask, if you know what I mean. So this is Apple sleep cycle data coming directly from Chris's watch, and it's just remarkable. Over here we have the 7th of March. This is the night he did the test, and here is the 9th of March, his first night with a CPAP machine. And let's go through the difference. So you can see here, time in bed, 8 hours and 45 minutes. Time asleep, 5 hours and 15 minutes. Now, as far as Chris is aware, he's asleep the whole time. He doesn't remember waking up, but the watch is showing he only slept for 5 hours and 15 minutes. And that's because he has, see all this red here? These are all his sleep disturbances, his interruptions because of his apnea, his breathing. This is his brain waking up out of sleep to tell him to breathe so he doesn't die. You can see here, awake 2 hours and 45 minutes. REM sleep, he had 18 minutes of REM sleep. These little light blue sections here, that's his REM sleep. He's not doing any dreaming. He can't get into good REM sleep. Core sleep, 4 hours and 57 minutes. And deep sleep, 0 minutes. Donuts, no deep sleep. Now let's juxtapose that with his very first night of CPAP therapy, and I can just imagine his brain and his body just having the most amazing sleep. It's for the first time in years, just having a proper sleep. And have a look at it. 8 hours and 58 minutes time in bed. Time asleep, 8 hours and 24 minutes. Look at the difference in the awake periods, all the red. He's only got 2 little awake periods, and they're associated with REM, which is what we normally see. Now let's go to the statistics and compare. Awake, 3 minutes versus 2 hours and 45 minutes. REM sleep, 2 hours and 49 minutes of the most beautiful REM sleep. Look at the structure of this sleep cycle. Look at this structure here. Look at this beautiful sleep cycle structure. Core sleep, 4 hours and 10 minutes. And the deep sleep, super important, 1 hour and 25 minutes of deep sleep versus 0 minutes. That's all the proof you need right there, just to show the difference that CPAP therapy can make to your sleep and your life. Now let's have a look at the oxygen data from his SleepHQ O2 ring. All right, if you want to pick yourself up a SleepHQ O2 ring, click the link above and you can check it out. So here we are on SleepHQ. This is my cloud-based sleep apnea management platform. Checking out Chris's SleepHQ O2 ring data. We get the blood oxygen levels, the SpO2, the pulse rate, and also movement data, which is really helpful as he's moving around in bed. And have a look at the blood oxygen level drops. They should be nice and steady up at 96, 97, but look where they are. They're down here at 70, way too low. Look at his pulse rate, bumping around up here at 100, 104. And then look at all the movement data here. And if we come up to the statistics up here, drops over 4%, 255 times a night. His oxygen levels were dropping 4% or more. Now let's take a look at how the results changed with the first night of CPAP therapy. You ready? Here we go. All right, have a look at the blood oxygen levels. Nice and stable. There is this period here. I'll talk about that in a minute. But look, for the majority of the night, I'll toggle back again. Look at the difference. Incredible. So this section here in the beginning, I'll explain that. This was Chris's first night of CPAP therapy. And just from experience, I knew he would need a lot of pressure to treat his obstructive apneas. However, I didn't want the ResMed delivering too much pressure because it can cause problems, especially for beginners. So I capped it at 14, and it looks like that was just a little bit too low. He needs just a little bit more, maybe 15 centimeters. And check out the heart rate right here. It's erratic in the beginning, associated with the blood oxygen drops. But once they become stable, look at this, 97, 97. Look at what the heart does. Look at this beautiful drop in heart rate. It's finally resting. 65, 63, 61, 55. We're going 49. Down here at 47. Let's compare that prior to CPAP. See how erratic it is throughout the entire night. That's the activation of the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight response. And all the movement data here in pink. Why is there so much movement data? Because he's waking up to breathe. That's what's happening. Let's check it with CPAP. Look at this. Look at the difference. Hardly any movement. Incredible stuff. There's your proof right there. That is your proof. Get back on CPAP, guys. A lot of people who fail the first time around with CPAP normally succeed the second time around or the third time around. So if you have given up, make sure you go back and try again. Jump on SleepHQ, of course. You have access to this information now, and you can see exactly the improvement CPAP therapy can make to your health data right here, but you'll also feel it as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in sleep apnea and sleep health. And until next time, sleep well, look after your mates, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.
And now, Series 10 can also alert you to a major health condition that impacts over 1 billion people worldwide: sleep apnea.
Yeah.